Alright, let's talk about something that's been hiding in plain sight on your Windows PC. You know that task manager thing you only open when your computer's acting up? Yeah, I used to think it was just for force-quitting frozen apps too. But holy smokes, there's a whole universe of power user tricks in there that most people completely ignore. And honestly, I think that's a huge mistake because this tool could be the difference between a sluggish machine and a finely tuned digital race car. Here's the thing that blows my mind. Microsoft built this incredibly sophisticated diagnostic system, but they never really told anyone how to use it properly. I mean, have you ever looked at the Performance tab? That's basically your PC's dashboard, showing you exactly what's going on under the hood in real time. It's like having a mechanics diagnostic tool built into your operating system. But instead of checking engine codes, you're watching CPU threads fight for attention or your SSD getting pushed to its limits. Let me tell you about this efficiency mode feature that changed how I work. So, Windows lets you basically tell certain background processes to chill out and not hog all your resources. Think about it like this: you're trying to play a demanding game while your antivirus is doing a full system scan. Why should both be fighting for equal attention? Efficiency mode says, hey background task, you're not important right now, let the game have priority. I've seen it make my system feel noticeably smoother, especially on lower-end hardware. But here's the kicker: why doesn't Windows do this automatically for non-essential processes? And then there's this wild card for troubleshooting crashes: memory dumps. Honestly, this feels like handing a developer a time capsule of exactly what went wrong when your app explodes. But here's what most people don't realize: this isn't just for programmers. If you're having recurring issues with an app, creating a memory dump might be the only way to show support teams exactly what's happening. Though I'll admit, it's a bit like sending a doctor a photo of your blood work. You need to know who to send it to for it to be useful. Oh, and that command line view in the Details tab. Total game changer for security. You know how malware loves pretending to be legitimate processes? Well, when you check the command line arguments, it's like asking those processes to show their ID. Suddenly you can see if that explorer.exe running from your temp folder is actually legit or a sneaky imposter. I remember catching a crypto miner this way that was hiding as a system process. It's wild how much information you're missing if you don't enable that one column. Let's talk about startup apps for a second. We've all heard you should disable stuff that runs at boot, but here's the secret: not all startup programs are created equal. Task Manager actually tells you which ones are dragging your boot time down the most. I found out my photo editing software was making my PC take an extra 15 seconds to start just to preload some cloud service I never use. Disabling that high-impact app made my morning so much better. But here's the question: why doesn't Windows automatically prioritize essential services over user apps at startup? And my favorite part? The Performance tab's live graphs. Watching those real-time charts dance tells you so much more than just numbers on a page. When you see your disk utilization maxing out while you're not actively doing anything, that's your cue to dig deeper. Is it Windows updates? Is your antivirus going haywire? Or maybe that one app that's always secretly running in the background? I actually learned my browser was leaking memory because of how its memory usage kept creeping up even when idle. At the end of the day, Task Manager is this incredible window into your computer's soul. It's not just about fixing problems, it's about understanding what's really happening with your hardware and software. And honestly, I think most people underestimate how empowering that knowledge can be. It turns you from a passive user into someone who can diagnose, optimize, and truly take control of their computing experience. So next time your PC acts up, maybe don't jump straight to rebooting. Take a peek under the hood. You might learn something fascinating about your digital companion.